actually debating Skip Bayless. I think you remember this too.
Mm-hmm.
I think you remember this too. And to me, it was one of the best debates I think I had ever seen when it comes to somebody going off on Skip Bayless. Now, once again, a lot of people hate Skip Bayless. A lot of NBA players, NFL players hate Skip Bayless.
So earlier this week, after a win against the Pistons, Skip tweeted, "The best player on the planet was at it again tonight in Brooklyn, going assassin in overtime for the COVID rock Nets. Nothing like Kevin Durant. You watch, Bron?" Well, KD saw this on his timeline, replied, quote, "I really don't like you, Skip."
Sports guys lately, the Skip Baylesses, that's kind of how they make their living, and how, as an athlete, especially that was playing at the level that you were playing at, and I mean busting ass on the level that you were busting it, to then have people on television that are like, their whole business is to just try to get you upset, the people upset, whatever it is.
Clickbait.
Did that drive you crazy?
It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts that someone that was not qualified to play my game is talking about my game and talking about me as an individual player when they don't know nothing about my sport. Never played the sport. Don't have the courage to get out there and play the sport. Ticks me off when someone has been given so much credibility or given a microphone to talk about something that they're not qualified to talk about. It's something that he read about or something that he heard from someone else. It's not something that he experienced.
If I get a disease and I'm gonna die, how about I get Skip Bayless in here and I kill him live on national television? I'm gonna tell you something. If I could get Skip Bayless in a room,
and there we
they
are.
need DNA to define who it was when I got through with it.
More games coming tomorrow. TNT rolls out a pair of Game 2s Wednesday night. Both follow-ups.
I'll see you when you come back.
I love the way, hey, take that, Skip Bayless. Your punk ass.
Game tied at 89. Here comes
Skip Bayless. Take that with your punk ass. No, I like Shannon. Only thing I want to do is put my foot up Skip's ass.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's see if Skip's up for that challenge.
That'll be a real ALS.
Now,
that'll be a good challenge.
No doubt.
Oh.
Way to take everything to the next level.
No, I ain't never gonna like Skip
You
Bayless.
began the show taking
That
it.
wasn't that hot.
The
Shannon,
next step.
we challenge you, Shannon. Skip, we just...
Oh, stop.
So Richard Sherman is joining FS1 to spar with Skip Bayless on Undisputed in the wake of Shannon Sharp's departure from the program, the Post has learned. Sherman will go at with Bayless on around 50 to 100 shows per year, mostly during football season. He will remain on Amazon Prime Video's Thursday Night Football Studios show. Okay, so this actually makes sense. So pretty much he's going to be debating against Skip mainly in football season. So I don't necessarily think he's going to be debating with him when football season is over. But I think this is a very a great strategic move on Skip Bayless' part if this was his plan of bringing him in the football season. Well, let's continue. So that's Skip Bayless, obviously. And okay, here we go. So FS1 also has interest in Keyshawn Johnson. That's very interesting, according to sources. Johnson, the former number 1 overall pick in 2002, Super Bowl winner, was recently part of ESPN layoffs. He had just completed the first year of a 5-year, $18 million contract. ESPN still owes him the rest of his money. Bayless announced on his podcast last week that the rapper Lil Wayne will also be part of the debating club appearing on Friday. Okay, look, this is the one where I have to say, why?
He does the intro,
and that should be the reason why you should be on the show.
I mean, that's the reason why he's on the show.
It's all because of an intro. Now that means that you're suddenly a sports expert when it comes to sports talk.
You need to be on those shows.
I mean, if you're gonna go on TV and you're gonna go and make millions upon millions of dollars, I mean, don't you think you should know something?
Dude, you guys right here who don't know jack shit about what they're saying and they're on those shows.
Oh my god! So you think Dwayne Wade? You think Lil Wayne is a good addition?
No, I don't care about this show. I don't care.
Are you gonna watch?
But it's not. No. But I'm not surprised because This is entertainment at the end of the day. This all this is. It's just entertainment to these people at the end of the day.
Okay, but here's the thing, Hoobie. Come on. Have you his rapping obviously is flawless. People love his rapping. Have you heard this guy actually talk?
Yeah.
Do you understand what the things he's saying?
It don't matter. They don't give a shit about that. They're just happy that he's there. That's it.
You didn't answer the question.
No, Steve, I don't care, bro.
Dude,
I legit don't care.
The same complaint that we've had. Look, no disrespect, but the same complaint that we've had with Shaq and recently Doc Rivers. I mean, I think he's actually far worse. Like it's, this is the best playing, and he's running around, and that's how he talks. That's how he talks. Like, I could barely understand when this guy's talking. Oh, LeBron is the best player in the league, and is Michael Jordan. He's up there too. That is exactly how this dude talks. It to me, it'll make the show bland. It'll make the show boring because you could barely understand what this guy is saying. Like there's no energy. I don't feel no type of nothing. Like I just feel mute whenever this dude is talking because he's been on the show before.
Yeah.
And when he talks, I barely ever could understand what the dude is saying. How is that entertainment?
I don't know, but you have a show that is just carnival barkers just yelling at each other, and that's what you're gonna get with him being there also.
Okay, all right, fair enough. At the end of the day, to me, I think it's very, very strange that we having him on there. Luckily, it's only going to be once a week, and I think, look, if you want to have somebody there once a week, I guess that's fine. Maybe they see that it's probably not a good idea to have him there every day, like on a 5-day show, like 5 days a week. So if you're gonna try to do it just on the Fridays, fine. But if you're right, and I'm sorry, but if you are right that the reason why they brought him in because of an intro, that's a very stupid reason to why you should bring someone into your show and pay him. I don't think so. Look, he's a great rapper, obviously one of the best of all time to a lot of people say. Great intro. I still think that's one of the amazing intros I've seen in the sports show. But to debate against Skip Bayless, I don't see that to be a very good product on a Friday. But we'll see. I don't want to jump the gun too quickly. We'll see what happens. Let me continue reading. So Sherman and Bayless had a run-in on Bayless' old show, First Take, more than a decade ago. Sherman at one point told Bayless he had never accomplished anything. I remember that line. Bayless retorted that he had done more in media than Sherman had in football. All right, so all right. Before I read the rest of this, I really want to show this and obviously in history this happened a while back. But Malta, I think you're going to enjoy this. So here is the clip between Skip Bayless and Richard Sherman. Here it is right here. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here it is, Malta. This is for you.
How good do you really believe you are? Because you got people out there looking at you and saying, he's just talking smack. How good do you believe you are?
Well, I believe my numbers speak for themselves. I mean, my tape speaks for itself. My tape is my resume. That's what I leave it up to. I mean, you can say whatever you want. Skip can say whatever he wants, but Skip, whenever you refer to me, whenever you speak to me, whenever you address me as all-pro Stanford graduate, because those are some accomplishments you can aspire to. You will never accomplish. You have never accomplished anything. So, but those things are on my resume. Those are what I've done. It's my second year in the NFL, going on my third. I mean, you tell me who's wrong.
Okay, I'll accept that. I think I've accomplished more in my field than you have in yours, though you're just getting.
Okay. All right, have a note now. Listen, dude. Listen. When Skip Bayless had said, "Well, I accomplished, what in my field, then you in yours," I immediately knew when that day when I was watching the show. I immediately knew that Skip Bayless was pissed off and that he wanted to find some way to take shots back at Richard Sherman because do you remember why Richard Sherman was so upset with Skip Bayless?
I don't remember, but I know Terrell Suggs went at him a couple years prior. That just it is what it is.
All right, yeah, it's not that long, so let's finish the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting started.
So I'm the top of my field. So I'm all pro. I'm the best, one of the best 22 players in the NFL. You're gonna brush it off, but I don't think you're the best 22 anything in sports and in media and anything. I think you think more of yourself than you actually can, prove. But
okay, you think you're better than Darrelle Revis is right now?
In my 24 years of life,
watch this, Malta.
I'm better at life than you.
Okay,
so
all right, that's fair.
Let's better at life than you.
Bro. Wait, dog. But he said, I'm better at life than you. Dude, the animosity, like the hatred that you have to say something like to somebody on national TV, like, look, people have gone personal on debate shows, before. But dude, this has to be like in the top 5 or top 3 or something like that. This had to be at the top of when it comes to literally going at someone's throat. You know what I'm saying? Like just talking so much smack. But then that is the reason why this is a very interesting recruit by Skip Bayless. There's no way that you could tell me that he didn't have any type of say of wanting Richard Sherman to come into Undisputed. Do you have anything to say before I continue?
Okay.
So
all right, that's fair.
Let's get down to that.
Let's not get personal here. I just want to know.
It's not
personal. That's Rich coming from that piece of garbage.
Talking about, I know this was a long time ago, but talking about, let's not get personal. Like you've been going at people like forever, calling people bums, calling people names. Like no. You can't get away with that, buddy. But what were you going to say, Hoovy?
No, I said what I said.
Okay.
Piece of
you
garbage.
think you're better than Darrelle Revis is right now?
I'm better than you. So I have nothing to say about him. I mean, that's pretty much done. My numbers speak for themselves.
Now you want to trash talk me, which is totally cool with me.
Actually, I'm on a campaign to do a lot of community service.
I know you are at your high school. We're going to talk about that in just a minute.
High school, speaking to high school kids.
What's your goal? Richard, what's your motive here?
To be the best NFL corner in.
Okay, but do you want to promote yourself into a bigger name, a household name, so that you can do more commercials and maybe have your own show? Is that your goal?
The first team All-Pro is my goal.
Oh, you know that was very interesting when he said, to have your own show. He's gonna be on the show with you now. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on the show with you now. I mean, again, yeah, this was years ago, but clearly with all the trash talk that, or the comeback that you're trying to do, I mean, it worked. It worked. I mean, the guy was one of the best cornerbacks. I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Skip Bayless. I do think it was Revis. Mind you, I think it was Revis who played for the New York Jets. Yes, but yeah, Richard Sherman was absolutely a beast because I remember they were showing not highlights, but like they had mentioned how quarterbacks would never throw at the direction wherever Richard Sherman was. That's impact. That's impact right there. So this dude has talent. I'm telling you, right? This dude had amazing talent when it comes to playing defense. He was phenomenal. He was definitely phenomenal.
I accomplished it. So now it's on to bigger and better things. Those are my goals. Those are always going to be my goals. Fine. That is perfectly fine because I understand that. I am intelligent enough, capable enough to understand that you are ignorant, pompous, egotistical, cretin. And that's really what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to crush you on here in front of everybody because I'm tired of hearing about it.
I think you're having a problem.
Right? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna save it to the end. I'm gonna save it to the end. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm gonna crush you on here in front of everybody because I'm tired of hearing about it.
I think you're having a problem crushing me because you've avoided every question that we've asked you about
Because
why
I'm tired
you're
of your
engaging in so
pollution.
much
I'm
trash
tired of your
talk with
ignorant
Revis
pollution.
and Roddy and all the others.
I'm talking to you right now. This isn't about any of them. So let's talk here, right now. I mean, you're bringing up old stuff. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about right here, right now. On the screen, it says 12 picks, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 NFL seasons. Let's talk about that.
Okay,
Until
Richard.
otherwise spoken.
Richard, you're not letting the numbers speak for themselves. You're speaking for Richard Sherman again and again and again. You're taking away the focus of how good you were the last 2 years on the field because you're only becoming known for your trash talking.
Because you're not.
Get the hell out of here, man. First off, Skip Bayless, you trash talk about. Well, again, I know this is a long time ago, but bro, you've been talking trash to a whole bunch of people you don't like, who you do not like, but yet you love freaking Tim Tebow so much. Oh, the guys, he's phenomenal. Guys who's just mediocre. You were always constantly all high over heels with people like him, but when it comes to elite talent, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Terrell Owens, Richard Sherman, like you talk trash about them. You always have, and I always thought it was very interesting how he always went after the top guys in their sport, the top guys, whether if they were number one or in the top 5. He always seemed to have some type of beef with those people, and I never understood that. He loved Tom Brady. He loved Peyton Manning, but my goodness, he had something against Aaron Rodgers, dude. He has something against Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, like you talk trash the whole lot, and you continue to talk trash now. So, oh man.
Not listening. You're not actually paying attention.
That's all I can do.
What you said
every
earlier
day.
today was apparent. It was obvious that you didn't watch the season. You didn't watch my tape. You said I'm not even in the same class, the same discussion. That's when you lose credibility. That's when you lose credibility.
No, I don't. I gained it.
You couldn't argue valid points to prove that. You couldn't argue anything. You could just say it. That's an opinion, and that's why your opinion is discredited because there's no facts behind it. There are facts to everything I say. There are facts that support things I say. Explain to me your facts. I'm
about
listening.
Darrell Revis?
Explain to me your facts. Like, all right, Hoover, you said you had something. You had something to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I do remember the clip, and I do like the clip. However, here's the thing.
Okay,
and I get it. It's been a decade since that happened, but here's the thing. You call him all these things, right? You call him a cretin. You said all this stuff about him, but yeah, at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're making him more money at the end of the day by joining the show.
Yes.
And look, I'm not. I shouldn't expect Richard Sherman to show any type of consistency because this is the same guy who trash talk Thursday Night Football, but yet he's doing shows weekly on Thursday Night Football. So like, it is what it is. Like I'm not surprised that he's gonna be on the show. It's gonna make for good television for people who like that type of television.
wait, but Hoovy, you say that, but you said you enjoyed that clip too, and I think you enjoyed it back then.
Because he told the truth. But that person who told him the truth is now going to aid in Skip Bayless still being on TV, and he's gonna make more money because of it. So why? So like, I can't take you seriously.
Wait. So you all of a sudden all of that changed because he decided to go to the show?
Yeah. Unless it's all fake. Why would you be on the show with somebody who disrespects you like that, who will discredit you and discredit your accomplishment for TV? You go on his show, you tell him off, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll just join your show now.
Well, to be fair, Hoopy, like the guys had how I mentioned before, and you said it yourself. The reason why that he disrespect LeBron James so much is because you saying he does it for clout.
Yeah.
And you said he does it for so he could get a reaction, for so many people. You said that.
Yeah.
You said that. And here's the thing. There were times where he was talking trash, to Terrell Owens, and then he invited Terrell Owens into the show.
Yeah.
He invited Terrell Owens to First Take and on Undisputed to pretty much say his piece.
Yeah.
So he has a history of I guess you could say someone who does not back down. And if he wants to, talk trash about somebody, he would still invite him, to the show. Now, granted, Terrell Owens, was just a guest.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman at the time was just a guest, but he has a history of inviting people into the show, even if it's the same person that he had disrespected over the years.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I would lose respect for LeBron James if he decided after his career that he would join him on the show. I would absolutely lose respect for LeBron James if he did that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because this guy profited off of trashing you throughout his career, and yet now you're going to go on his show and you're going to aid him in making more money, and you're going to aid him in him trashing multiple people the same way that he did to you. Like, to me, there should be a level of ethics that come into play when it comes to stuff like this. If you're gonna sit there, huh?
Ethics?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna sit there and you're going to call him all these things to his face, and then you're gonna end up joining his show and all you're doing by joining his show is helping him. You're not joining the show just so you can trash talk him. You can do that anytime you want. You can do it on Twitter. You can even be a guest and do that. But when you decide to go on, do not only go on his show, but aid him on his show. That's his show.
Yeah,
that's his show. And you're gonna aid him to make it so he can make more money, gain more clout, and all the other stuff. Then I have no respect for you.